The alien empire stood victorious. Earth was broken. Its oceans boiled. Its cities were nothing but ash and shadow. Across the galaxy, alien sensors searched for human life. They found nothing. No voices, no signals, no movement. Humanity had vanished from the stars. Alien historians recorded the moment carefully. Humanity was declared extinct. The war was over. Celebrations spread across alien space. Yet inside a quiet monitoring station far from the front lines, one alien officer hesitated. His screen flickered just once. A signal appeared. Old, damaged, and human. It lasted 3 seconds. Then it was gone. The officer reported it. The council reviewed the data and dismissed it. Space noise, they said. A ghost from a dead world. Humanity was already gone. The file was archived. The station returned to silence. Far beyond alien borders, hidden between cold and empty stars, something awakened. A machine built by human hands. A system designed to wait. Lights turned on for the first time in centuries. Timers began to count down. Silent engines prepared to move. Humanity had not died. It had only gone silent. Long before Earth burned, humanity already knew the truth. They could not win. Human leaders watched alien fleets grow larger every year. New weapons appeared faster than humans could copy them. Every battle cost Earth more ships, more cities, more lives. So humans changed their goal. They stopped fighting to win. They began fighting to buy time. While the alien empire focused on Earth, humans worked in secret. Shipyards were hidden inside asteroids. Old mining stations were turned into launch bays. Everything was done quietly. No signals, no broadcasts. Entire human fleets left the solar system without ceremony. They did not flee together. That would have been noticed. Instead, they vanished slowly. One ship here, another there. Small groups spread across deep space, heading in different directions. Some carried people. Some carried machines. Some carried only knowledge. Human scientists built artificial minds and gave them one command: wait. No signals, no answers, no movement. If the aliens listened, they would hear nothing. If the aliens searched, they would find nothing. When Earth finally fell, the aliens believed they had destroyed everything. They burned archives. They shattered satellites. They wiped every known human system clean. But humans had learned something important. If you hide well enough, silence becomes armor. Centuries passed. The galaxy changed. New alien empires rose. Old ones merged or collapsed. Humanity became a story, then a rumor, then nothing at all. Alien schools taught that humans were weak, emotional, easy to break. No one questioned it. Deep in the dark between stars, human systems waited. Power levels stayed low. Engines stayed cold. Artificial minds counted time in perfect silence. Then, at last, the condition was met. Humanity was officially declared extinct. Across thousands of hidden locations, a single command activated. Phase 2. Dormant reactors warmed. Navigation systems aligned. Factories began to build ships that had never existed before. Ships without bright lights. Ships without symbols. Ships designed only for purpose. Humanity did not return as it once was. It returned changed. No governments argued, no leaders debated. Decisions were made by cold logic and shared memory.
Every system remembered Earth. Every machine remembered fire. The first human fleets did not rush forward. They moved slowly, testing space, watching alien borders, learning new weaknesses. They did not announce themselves. They did not warn anyone. To the alien empire, the galaxy still felt safe. Trade routes flowed. Fleets patrolled lazily. Victory had made them careless. They still believed humanity was gone forever. Far in the dark, human ships adjusted course. The waiting was over.
The first attack did not happen near Earth. It happened far from it, on the edge of alien space, where no enemy had ever dared to strike. The world was small but valuable. It supplied fuel, food, and ship parts to nearby alien fleets. Its defenses were strong enough to stop pirates and rebels. No one expected more. No warning was given. No message was sent. No demand was made. One moment, the planet's orbit was quiet. The next, space itself seemed to break. Dark ships appeared without signal or flare. Their hulls absorbed light instead of reflecting it. Alien sensors struggled to track them. Target locks failed. Weapons systems hesitated, confused by readings that made no sense. Then, the shooting started. Alien defense platforms fired first. Their weapons missed, not because of bad aim, but because the targets were never where they should have been. Human ships moved with perfect timing, slipping through fire as if they already knew where every shot would go. Human weapons answered. They were silent. No bright beams, no loud explosions in space. Alien stations simply stopped working. Power grids died. Shields failed. Command towers went dark. Within minutes, the planet was blind. Alien fleets rushed to respond. They arrived too late. Human ships ignored civilian zones. They ignored cities. They ignored fleeing transports. Instead, they struck fuel depots, shipyards, and communication hubs. They destroyed what mattered. And then, just as suddenly, they left. The entire attack lasted less than 10 minutes. Confusion spread through alien command networks. Reports flooded in, each one worse than the last. Survivors described ships unlike any known design, weapons that did not match any recorded technology. Most terrifying of all was the behavior. The attackers did not chase fleeing ships. They did not celebrate victory. They did not try to hold territory. They arrived with purpose and left without emotion. The Alien Council demanded answers. Military analysts reviewed battle data again and again. Every conclusion led to the same impossible result. The attackers were human. At first, the Council rejected the idea. Humanity was extinct. The records were clear. The galaxy had moved on. But the evidence would not disappear. Human engine signatures were old but refined. Human movement patterns were familiar but perfected. These were not desperate survivors or broken refugees. These were planners, strategists, hunters. Fear began to spread through alien space. Trade slowed, patrols increased, border worlds requested reinforcements. No one knew where the humans would strike next. That was the worst part. There was no pattern. Humanity did not announce its return with fire and noise. It whispered, and the galaxy listened in fear. For the first time since Earth burned, the alien empire understood a terrible truth. Humanity had returned, and it was no longer fighting to survive. The alien empire prepared for war. Shipyards worked without rest. New fleets were ordered. Generals studied old records of human battles, expecting rage and reckless revenge. They believed humans would strike hard, fast, and without control. They were wrong.
The next human attacks did not target planets, they targeted routes. Trade lanes went silent, fuel convoys vanished, repair stations stopped answering calls. One by one, the lines that fed the alien war machine were cut. No battles were fought, no heroic stands were made. Human ships appeared only long enough to strike and disappear. Alien fleets chased shadows. Sensors showed nothing. Traps were set, but nothing triggered them. Communication hubs began to fail. Messages arrived late or not at all. Orders conflicted. Fleets moved without support, unaware that help would never come. Alien commanders started to panic. They realized they were not fighting an enemy driven by anger. They were fighting an enemy that planned. Human forces never sent threats. They never broadcast demands. There were no speeches, no symbols, no flags. Only action. Entire alien fleets found themselves stranded, fuel gone, supply ships destroyed days earlier without anyone noticing. Crews waited for orders that never arrived. Ships powered down to save energy, drifting in silence. Humanity did not attack them. It let them starve. In alien war rooms, fear replaced confidence. Officers argued. Generals blamed each other. The Empire's strength, once massive and united, began to fracture under pressure. Slowly, a new understanding formed. Humans had learned from their defeat. When Earth burned, humanity learned that emotion had made them predictable. Rage had wasted lives. Pride had cost time. So they removed it. Human war doctrine changed. No hatred, no mercy, no hesitation. Every action served a single goal: remove the threat permanently. The aliens finally understood what made humans dangerous. They adapted. They watched. They waited. They remembered. Human systems shared every battle, every mistake, every success across hidden networks. What one human fleet learned, all fleets knew. What failed once never failed again. The alien empire could not keep up. Their leaders still argued. Humans did not. Their commanders still sought glory. Humans did not. Their fleets fought wars. Humans dismantled systems. The idea of victory began to feel impossible. In a sealed council chamber, an alien commander spoke the truth aloud. "This is not revenge," he said quietly. "This is extermination." The room fell silent. Humanity was no longer trying to survive the galaxy. It was reshaping it. And the alien empire, for the first time in its history, feared that it might not survive at all.
The alien empire finally broke its silence. For the first time since the war began again, the Alien Council requested contact. Not a threat, not a demand, a question. Why? The message was sent across open space, broadcast on every known frequency. The Council expected rage. They expected hatred poured into words. They expected screams for revenge. What they received was calm. A single human transmission answered. Short, clear, cold. The message spread across alien space within minutes. You believed humanity was gone forever. We believed you would never stop. Only one of us was wrong. There was no follow-up, no explanation, but the humans did not need to say more. As alien networks tried to respond, something unexpected happened. Human archives unlocked themselves across captured systems, not as an attack, but as a record. History began to play. The aliens watched as images of Earth appeared. Blue oceans,
green land, crowded cities, voices laughing, children running, a living world. Then, fire. Alien fleets in orbit, cities burning, human defenses collapsing, millions lost in moments. But the recordings did not end there. They continued. Alien commanders saw human leaders meeting in silence after the fall of Earth became certain. No panic, no shouting, only understanding. Earth was not the end. Earth was the lesson. Humans had studied their own failure. They had broken it apart, piece by piece. Every emotional decision, every moment of pride, every delay. They removed it all. Humanity rebuilt itself in the dark. No flags, no borders, no leaders seeking power. Only purpose. The archives showed human fleets growing slowly, carefully. Human minds shared across machines and systems, learning together, improving together. Humanity became quiet, patient, and precise. The aliens finally understood the truth. Destroying Earth did not kill humanity. It freed it. Earth had been a home, but also a weakness. It had tied humans to defense, to emotion, to hope that enemies might stop. When Earth burned, that hope died with it. What remained was memory and resolve. In the council chamber, no one spoke. Some aliens lowered their heads, others stared at the dark floor. A few understood what came next. This war was already decided. Humanity was not here to conquer. It was not here to rule. It was here to make sure no one like the alien empire would ever rise again. The council sent another message asking for peace. This time, there was no reply. Human fleets continued their work, silent and unstoppable. The aliens had asked why, too late, and now the galaxy itself was learning the answer.
The war did not end with a final battle. There was no great explosion, no moment of celebration, no victory speech. It ended quietly. Alien fleets stopped moving. Some were disabled, some were surrounded, others simply shut down, cut off from fuel, orders, and hope. One by one, alien strongholds fell, not destroyed, but controlled. Human ships remained distant. They did not land troops. They did not raise flags. They did not claim territory. They watched. Across former alien space, governments collapsed under pressure. Without supply lines, without communication, and without trust, the empire broke apart on its own. Worlds declared independence, fleets deserted, leaders vanished. Humanity did not stop it. Humanity allowed it. In the silence that followed, the galaxy changed. New civilizations looked outward with fear and caution. Old powers remembered the dark ships that came without warning and left without mercy. Story spread faster than truth ever had. They all spoke of the same thing: humans. Some said humans were monsters born from loss. Others said they were machines wearing flesh. A few understood something deeper. Humans were watchers. They did not seek praise. They did not seek fear. They sought balance. Human fleets slowly faded from known space. Patrols ended. Strikes stopped. Systems that had been cut off were left to recover on their own. Humanity stepped back into the dark. Not because it was tired, not because it was weak, because the lesson had been taught. Across the galaxy, a single rule became unspoken law. Never assume humans are gone. Never celebrate their silence. Never force them to remember why they fight. Centuries later, children on distant worlds would learn about Earth, about a small species that lost its home and refused to disappear. Teachers would speak carefully, choosing their words. They would say humanity was dangerous, not because it was cruel, but because it learned. Somewhere beyond mapped space, human systems continued to observe. Sensors tracked rising empires. Artificial minds compared patterns. Fleets rested, ready, but still. Humanity did not call this peace. It called it waiting. The galaxy moved forward under quiet watch, knowing that if it ever crossed the same line again, the dark between stars would answer. Humanity was not extinct. It was not victorious. It was patient, and the galaxy remembered.